Nestled in tranquility along the fabled Indrayani river, the Abhay Prabhavana Experience Center showcases millennia of wisdom and heritage, reflecting eternal values. It is an odyssey into the essence of Jainism. For Sri Abhay Firodia, this journey was ignited by the profound question: does our understanding of Jainism today truly reflect the values that define this ancient tradition? Jainism is not only about renunciation and non-violence. Primarily, it is about finding happiness for the individual through compassion, self-elevation, and finding prosperity for society through productivity. Abhay Prabhavana attempts to present Jainism's profound values and their increasing relevance in today's stressful life. Acharya Shri Chandanaji Maharaj Sahib, the late Mrs. Kavita Mehta, and other close friends and family encouraged Sri Abhay Firodia in his pursuit of this noble vision. The Experience Center features 4 sections. Part 1 explores Jain philosophy and metaphysics. Part 2 showcases the historical evolution of the Jain tradition, encompassing society, culture, literature, art, and architecture. Part 3 examines the relevance of Jain values in today's world, affirming their validity in contemporary life. Part 4, Sants and Acharyas of Indic traditions, highlights the evolution of India's cultural tapestry, shaped by shared values of inclusiveness, renunciation, resilience, and non-violence. At the heart of the center stands a majestic Manastambha, a testament to this rich tradition. The Experience Center uniquely blends traditional art forms with modern design and cutting-edge technology. It reimagines the Western museum format through an Indian lens, explaining philosophical ideas and values via immersive environments and experiences. Artisans have meticulously recreated ancient monuments and artifacts, breathing new life into Jain heritage. With the help of modern technology, artists and filmmakers have enabled the innovative retelling of our history and philosophy. Visitors can explore Jain heritage sites across India through cinematic videos, experiencing architectural marvels from the comfort of the center. The center is surrounded by a serene landscape. The invigorating natural settings are adorned with unique installations and replicas of ancient monuments, celebrating our rich heritage. The superb Ashtapad installation, aptly positioned on the river bank, honors Rishabdev, the founder of our civilization. Besides the experiential galleries, a well-appointed space for traveling exhibitions is provided. Additionally, there is a dedicated gallery for those who own Jain artifacts and antiquities and wish to display them at our center. Here, your treasured pieces can be showcased in secure display units, allowing their stories to inspire and educate the community. While your ownership remains intact, your legacy can be widely appreciated and learned from, ensuring these timeless traditions are celebrated. A dedicated children's section blends learning with play, engaging children aged 7 to 12. Thus, the center is designed for full family engagement, with offerings for all age groups, with wheelchair accessibility. The center boasts a state-of-the-art food court, seating 600 at a time, adhering to the highest standards of hospitality. Catering to 2,000 visitors daily, with delightful vegetarian food. A well-stocked library with digital connectivity to various online libraries facilitates pioneering research. Our knowledge center includes a well-equipped auditorium and dedicated seminar rooms for academic conferences and cultural programs. The site features a large open-air amphitheater for discourses, cultural events and concerts, making the Abhay Prabhavana Experience Center a vibrant hub of learning and community engagement. From concept to realization, the development of Abhay Prabhavana was a monumental endeavor. Through the tireless efforts of Shri Abhay Firodia and his family over a decade, this center has been created as an offering in service of humankind, preserving our noblest values and equipping us to build a prosperous, harmonious world grounded in ancient wisdom.
There is a tradition in our family. My grandfather, my father, both were great people and very accomplished. They were freedom fighters. They created industry, wealth, and they did a lot of philanthropy. So they created large trusts for philanthropic work. Today I happen to be in charge of those. And in that tradition of giving to society, this effort has been made. The idea, such an idea cannot come from one person alone. But a few people did inspire me to take
family, outside family too.
Outside family, people like Chandanaji Maharaj, who is a great sadhu, like my friend Kavita Mehta, like my interaction with the Dalai Lama, and of course a lot of scholars and wise people that one meets. So on that basis, I decided that this is something which is really worth doing.
But when it comes to making something which is like a museum, you're not calling it as a museum, you're calling it as a knowledge center. You have also involved a lot of technology aspects into it. How is that?
You see, the book is simply written words, whereas an interactive display is more effective. Today, the tendency to read to gain knowledge has gone down dramatically. But people have not become stupid, they have become smarter. Because they are accessing the other modes of accessing knowledge, information. And those modes are electronic, or digital, or so many other aspects. So it was but natural that we said that to make this a modern place, an attractive place, a place the next generation can relate to, it has to have its own character, which is modern, scientific, because what you are trying to say is also scientific. It's wrong, in my opinion, to think that our tradition, our values are ancient and they are not valid today. These are the most scientifically provable values in the world.
And you want to take it to public at large? You want to take this to public at large?
Of course.
Okay, so when you say of course, one of the big challenge as a person who's coming from outside, I've been here first time, it's a magnificent place. And, my personal experience have been super. The cost, ticket, I mean, for a normal human being, it costs around 1,600 bucks per person. I'm not going to call it costly, or maybe it's not costly, but at the end of the day, India, 80%, 85% people come from middle class, less than middle class. How do you tackle this? How do you want to solve this aspect?
I think this will resolve itself. I don't at all agree that such a thing should be free.
Certainly not.
If it is free or very low cost, then it is not valuable. It is up to the leaders of society, the people who are in institutions, who are educated, who are influencing people's thoughts, like the media for instance, to convey that this is something which is beneficial to you. It's not your entertainment. I mean, if you are ready to spend $1,000 for a movie ticket and the Coca-Cola popcorn, then for you to spend a similar or a little higher sum to visit this place is certainly not illogical. And therefore I hold firm to this that yes, there must be a reasonable charge, of course. But what is reasonable? Reasonable has to do with two things. One, what does it cost to offer? And what can you afford to pay? You have to find the mean. It will happen. It's too early. It's only 2 months since we are operating. Thousands of people have come. They have
You're getting good response. You're getting good response. So what is your message to the people across India, maybe across world, to whom you want to invite? You want them to get informed about this place because it talks about not only Jainism but rich Indian culture.
No, it fundamentally these divisions of Jainism, Buddhism and Hinduism, and within Jainism, Shwetambar and Digambar, and within Hinduism, Shaivite and Vaishnavite, this is all sociology. It is not dharma. Religion is values basically. All values of all Indian traditions are 100% identical. There is no discussion on that one. So what you are showing here is not traditional religion. This is not a religious place. It's a knowledge place.
Knowledge place.
And
knowledge center.
Knowledge center. And that knowledge center is giving you a way, helping you to look at our value system in a well-explained, logical, interesting manner. And I am convinced that over a period of time, people will realize that this is a place worth visiting. If you look at religious tourism in India, how big it is. Does the Kumbh Mela attract 60 crore people? 60 crore people is twice the population of the United States of America.
True.
So, people are interested eventually in India particularly, in looking into themselves. They are interested in looking within. They understand that life is not just about possession, it is not just about consumption. It is not even about relation, it is about self-elevation, it is about making yourself happy, contented, confident, successful. If you can gain an insight into how to look at life, this is more useful than merely visiting a place which is revered. This is my opinion. Of course, I am all for religious tourism. I am all for going to the great religious heritage places of India. But this is not a religious heritage place. This is a knowledge center. And eventually, all Indian religions, in one way or the other, are Jnana Marg. Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, is what you pray to at the beginning of any function. Why? Because Indian civilization is based on knowledge system.
Last part of it, it has two aspects. The first is, you yourself have been a big time entrepreneur, almost 50 years you've invested into automobile sector and you made it big. I mean, Force Motors, everybody knows. Most of us, I mean, you are with the wisdom, big wisdom at 80, perhaps 80?
81 now.
81 now. So most of us, or people who are watching this through this video, during our life, most of us, we are busy into our career, our routine things, other things. With you also, was it same thing like when you got into Vanprasth, or maybe after 2009, when you moved out from day-to-day operations, you thought about religion, you thought about culture, you thought about giving back to society? Or what kind of message you have for the people who are pretty busy in their day-to-day life and have no connection with the culture or tradition, or maybe kids who are busy in mobiles? One, and last part, you discussed about materialistic world and moving out from. At the end of the day, it's like ekatvam you said, giving back to yourself, to the society. But name is Abhay Prabhavana. So when you have your own name attached to this knowledge center, is it not the part of materialistic aspects?
Materialism is you're trying to possess stuff. You're trying to live by the material things. You have a bigger house, a bigger car, more clothes. My conviction is that to be rich, to have a lot, is not wrong. Poverty is not a virtue. Wealth is. But wealth must be used properly, and you must not become a slave of your wealth. And that is what Indian tradition says. If you yourself mentioned Vanaprasthashram, what is that? That means that while you are still an able person, you are able to do many things. And you can jolly well, if you so desire, continue in business.
Like you created this knowledge center.
But you can, while you are able to, you create something for society, distance yourself from your professional life and go more into social life. Doesn't mean you go into sannyas. The Western concept of retirement is that today you are the principal secretary to the government of India controlling 100,000 people, and tomorrow you have retired and you go and all you have to do is quarrel with your wife or sit and prune your roses in the garden. That concept of retirement is not there in India. In India, retirement comes by the mind ensuring that you focus on the correct things in life commensurate with your age and your position in society. That's my understanding. I won't say I am a path breaker or I am doing something.
Still, I will congratulate you for making this epitome of our culture and tradition. Thank you so much for speaking to my
Thank you. Thank you.